against the Meraxis. You know, we talked about Meraxis in game 1 having a really good time with the Arcane Shield against, I believe he was laning against Valkyrie and Deadwood, right? You know, just shines against those projectile-based abilities. Not going to be the case going against an Oogie, right? Tarkwake is a fantastic spammable ability, spammable slow at long range that is not going to be mitigated by Arcane Shield. On the flip side, he is going against a Chipper, so he does have that lane strength available to him. If he's able to take a rocket with his shield, he will get the movement speed buff, but overall, I do like Oogie as the farming hero against Meraxis in this bottom lane. And just being a tanky hero in general gives Meraxis a much harder time to be able to push him out.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think Oogie is super strong in lane as a solo. I mean, he's fine, but he would definitely benefit from having a backup. I was about to say backup cheerleader, but some sort of a support going with him. And I mean, they can rotate that in if they want to, but still.
Right. And I think, honestly, if it were me, I think Chipper is not the one to rotate down there. I think eventually, as we see Rally with boots, I think Rally will be the first one to show up there in the bottom lane to support Oogie. But we've got Try versus Try, it looks like here, of Chipper, Rally, Valkyrie against Kronos, Magnus, Geo. So who's got the leg up here in this Try lane versus Try?
That's Legion.
Legion, you think so?
Yeah, Kronos is not a laner.
Yeah, it doesn't provide much, but you know, it is two good stuns between Magnus and Geo. So if there is the misstep on the Legion side, they could capitalize it. And Kraken versus Hag here in the mid lane. So this feels pretty even. I think Kraken is one of the best mid laners, melee mid laners, but you know, Wretched Hag just has a very good time against melee in general because of the haunt auto attack combos that she's able to just rain out constantly. So we'll see exactly how Kraken's able to do in this mid lane, but if he's able to get a fairly well-timed level 6, I think Hag falls prey to any kind of rotation because of the way that Whirlpool restrains now if you just get caught inside of it, irrespective of getting immobilized in the center. So
I think the Kraken is also a very good pick as he gets some nice harass onto this Hag mid, but I think it's a good pick because there is a Geo, there is a Magnus, and now there's a Kronos and a Hag, and everybody wants to just blink or jump out, but they can't because of the, what's it called, the restrain?
Right, yep.
Yep, the restrain. That one is clutch. If he gets a decent ulti off, nobody can move on the Hellborn team, and if there's something the Hellborn team wants to do, it's move with those heroes.
Right. Yeah, it's very even right now, but I'm actually surprised by the amount of harass that Kraken is able to put onto Hag. She actually has to be very careful at this point. Seems like she might be being a little too aggressive with her auto attacks, getting into range of the splash on Kraken, who already has a very good creep score against a Wretched Hag, 9-3 versus the 6-0 Hag. So safe to say Kraken having a fantastic time here in the mid lane.
Who's getting the farm top? It looks like it's Kronos.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously he's farming, but...
The Lavasaur is just going to connect on the Rally, followed up by the Dig Stun. Just putting about half of Rally's life bar under pressure. But there's a haste here at the top rune that Chipper is watching. Just kind of saving it for somebody maybe, but Merax is taking a lot of damage here in the bottom lane as well.
So you have a mana battery against the Oogie spammy boy.
Yeah, he picked that up right out of his starting gold, so you know, just anticipating him to use. Okay, Hasted Chipper is making his way towards Hag in the mid lane, but Hag is aware of it as he picked it up underneath the cover of vision there at the top rune. So Hag just forced to play very careful here. And Doze, I think Doze having a very good start here, and Wretched Hag getting pursued here by this Hasted Chipper now, able to get close to the second tier tower, not going to be able to go, but Rally, surrounded by 3 heroes, takes a stun combo, will be the first blood in the top lane. So punishing the rotation of Chipper, and Chipper gets blinked on by Wretched Hag, but Wretched Hag forced to back off, not able to find all the damage she wanted to, and now a smoked Magnus with boots might find his way towards this Chipper. Chipper taking a very nice path to avoid getting killed by that Magnus. Almost certainly, maybe would have died. But now Magnus looking at potentially going on Kraken. Taking the flank path. Has 3 seconds left on smoke. Going to be camping the top rune here. Rally walking towards it. It's a Merrick's. The bottom rune is an illusion rune. Kraken going to bottle it.
I don't know if the rotation mid from Chipper was worth it. In any
it didn't
shape
seem
or
like
form.
it.
It didn't seem like it, because they already have the stronger tri-lane top with the Valk and Chipper and the Rally.
Yeah.
They choose to leave it, right? So then they struggle in that lane anyway. They should be able to just force something top, because right now I think Hellborn is getting what they want, because the Kronos is farming, Veraxis is
Geomancer
also
gonna
farming.
get gone on by Rally. The Compel Stun connects, followed up by the Javelin, and it's a dead Geomancer. And there you go. I mean, that stun lockdown is
Crazy.
one hell of a burst if they're able to catch the ideal target.
So just do it, right? Just do it. No, but they just they just have to do it. There's no point in rotating to mid or trying to catch a hag with a Chipper. Like, you're not gonna catch the hag. She's gonna blink away. Unless Kraken has ulti, of course, then I see it. Then you can go in to try to get a gank off. But I think that rotation was I mean, in the best intentions, but it didn't really go that way.
Oh, release the Kraken does come out onto Hag in the mid lane. Here comes the splash damage. So much damage. Wretched Hag able to blink away on less than 20 life. So the release the Kraken has been used.
What?
Yeah, and he's surprised. I think he's surprised that the Tsunami charge didn't find the stun. Here comes the stun combo onto Magnus. Will he be able to Lava Surge away? He does find the Lava Surge onto Valkyrie, who is now taking lots of auto attacks. The time leap comes out onto Valkyrie. It's a 1-for-1. Chipper getting pursued by Kronos. The dig stun is going to miss. Connects to Rally. There was a canceled port, but now it's Geomancer underneath the tower. So in the end, a 2-for-1. Both supports fall for the Valkyrie, but you know, maybe Kronos happy to take that. He is at 400 GPM, but you know, Oogie now going very hard here, trying to walk away from Meraxis, drawing out the port from Magnus in the bottom lane. But yeah, I mean, Oogie and Kronos have about equal farm, but the difference being that Oogie has the solo XP right out of the gate, so he is the highest level in the game. On top of that massive gold accumulation that he has early on here, and looks like he's probably going to be going for a mana ring as his next purchase.
And he has so many last hits because he probably farmed the jungle at the same time, right? On the Oogie, so he's at 43 last hits at 6 minutes. That's a lot of last hits, dude.
Yeah, and he's especially in a 1v1, right? Just having a very good time.
Uh-huh.
But Hag actually...
Yeah.
I was just saying Hag ported to the bottom lane with haste active, but what did I miss?
No, in the top fight, did you see how Magnus first dodged the Call of the Valkyrie and then dodged everything by just steam bathing? It was so good. He almost got out of it there. It was so well played.
Uh-oh, Meraxis getting gone on by Oogie and Rally, but Oogie backing off, deciding he doesn't have the mana. Looking like he wants to go farm, but missed the kill in the top lane. You know, if Rally is not there to save Chipper, then Chipper is such an easy target for these 3 heroes. But Rally, this is what I'm talking about. Rally coming down here, has his eyes on Meraxis, but Oogie, does he have the mana to pull this off? Compel Stun is going to come here, but here's the rotation from Kronos and Magnus and Geomancer. They're all here, going to find a nice kill onto Oogie inside of the Chrono field. And Rally falls as well. It's a quick 3-man rotation. Wonderfully done. Kronos here farming in the bottom lane now, but Kraken putting a lot of pressure onto Geomancer, but Geomancer uses the dig stun to get away. Here comes the release of the Kraken. It is going to fully catch Geomancer. So they get a return kill, at least on the Geomancer support. Meanwhile, Valkyrie in the mid lane farming, but has to watch out for Hag, who has the Bat Blast ready. Looks like she's going towards the top rune. It is an Invis rune, so this is a stark contrast. If I can just take a step away. Yeah, just from the previous 2 games, right? This looks very even so far, which is what we want to see in a game 3. You know, we don't want to see another one-sided stop. we saw each of these teams have one hell of a time against each other in games 1 and 2. So now it's time for both of them to buckle up, strap in, get ready, and try to prevent either side from accumulating that. But Oogie getting gone on, but he has the Primal Surge ready, is going to activate it, and now it's Magnus who is running away with his life, but he's going to be falling after Meraxis. So Meraxis and Magnus both falling. Here's the Wretched Hag with the invisibility rune. Just be careful she doesn't walk over a Rev Ward. We know how they love to place them in plenty. Still coming down here and positioning aggressively with the ulti ready.
Ulti? No, he does not.
Kronos does not have, but he is going on Oogie. Here's the dig. They're just putting a full combo onto Oogie. Doesn't have the Primal Surge. He will fall. And now the Haunt connects onto Chipper, putting in auto attacks, walking towards the tower for it. Has the Sonar Scream ready, but opting not to tower dive. Rally here. Looks like he's going to find a Compel onto Hag. Dodges the Javelin, and the Rocket's just going to be able to blink away. So a nice kill that they found onto Oogie there when all is said and done. Such an even game. 6-6. Gold is basically neck and neck.
Yeah.
But we're not done here in the bottom lane. Geomancer might get compelled. He's able to dig away and rally, not able to close the distance.
The two supports from Hellborn just sitting bottom, creating space, pretending that they're still there.
Yeah,
making 4 people from the Legion side, as Kronos and only Kronos it seems is chasing this Kraken. I mean, Kraken has ulti, but so does Kronos.
Right.
That's mid.
Yeah, it's fight mid. Geomancer needs to be careful. Valkyrie thinking about using the Prism. Here it comes. Okay.
Did they see that?
Not sure. They may have seen it. No, I don't think they saw it. I don't think they know. Rally, not level 6 though.
Now they know, because Kraken didn't hit creeps. There we go. Now they know.
Okay, they're aware now. But Wretched Hag, are they going to be able to have the damage to finish her off? I don't think they will. She's going to be able to blink away.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But she's going to blink into Kraken, who is spotted by the Geostock of Geomancer, and now Kraken opting to play defensively and charge away. So, nice avoidance there of falling prey to the Valkyrie's Prism.
There's a party top. The Hellborn is like, let's go make a party of our own. Let's go mid.
Yeah, we have a smoked Magnus looking like he's going to be able to catch an Oogie, but are they going to have the damage to burst Oogie through this? Yeah, but okay, in the meantime, they do find a nice kill onto Kronos, but they're going to get Oogie in return. So carry for carry. And you're right, Magnus and Hag, or Geo and Hag, find their way to the party, and now Rally's got to be really careful walking into Geo. But let's check out the progress of some of these items. I mean, Kraken, 1,600 gold amassed at this point, making his way towards a portal key. That's going to be a big power curve that he's going to meet once he's able to get that item. There's nothing in comparison on the side of Hellborn. Looks like Kronos is probably going for the route of Elder Parasite, if I had to guess. Those gloves of the Swift. I doubt he feels like. Yeah, I doubt he feels like he can go Thunderclaw right out of the gate. Which I like. I think I love Elder as a first item pick here on Kronos. Just able to do multiple things for him. Makes him a threat for getting solo killed. Or getting solo kills, as well as allowing him. But actually, we see the Alacrity band picked up, so he is going Thunderclaw. He's going the greedy route.
Wow. I mean, sure. I would have liked either, but I wouldn't have minded the
and Kraken has to be careful here. Magnus only level 5, so not going to have the eruption damage, but I was worried for Kraken. They have a lot of lockdown on Kraken between these 3 stuns, one of them being the Chrono Field, and Hag is actually making her way as well. So this looks like it's a dive incoming. The Chrono Field does come out. The Bat Blast comes out. Here comes the chain stuns following, but they're going to miss because the Tsunami Charge was able to get off, but the release of Kraken's going to catch Magnus and Hag, followed up by the Seismic Slam, and they are going to get a kill. Get those 2 kills. Geomancer able to go into the trees, but he's going to take the stun. Rally trying to get in range for the Seismic Slam, breaks the trees, or the Compel rather. So it is a 3-for-1. So they get a very important kill on Kraken, halting the progress of his portal key, but, at what cost, right? 3 kills in return?
Yeah, no, it's I mean, if only Magnus and Geo died, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, but Hag died too, right?
Right. And in the meantime, you know, Oogie just able to use the space on the map to farm up. Looks like he's going to be having a Gnome's Wisdom very soon after having completed Mana Boots. And this is very scary because Oogie, you know, as we kind of mentioned in the pre-game, or pre-match rather, this hero farms extremely well with nothing but levels. And we can see that here, you know, he had a very good time in the bottom lane in his 1v1, but he actually got halted with some of those early ganks. But Rally looking like he wants to go on Meraxes, pushing very aggressively, but there's just no follow-up. And here's Hag going on Rally at the moment. Meraxes pushing forward, thinking about stunning, but opting to back off. And Oogie just doesn't have the mana to participate as well. There's 3 players.
Closing in on his PK, and so is the Kraken has his now, and he has a. Does he have a TP? No, he doesn't.
Oh, Compel comes out on a Hag. She is going to fall prey to the Chipper Rally combo, so a nice Compel. Rally compelling Chipper onto Hag. Excellent. So they all said and done, they do find that kill onto Hag, and they get a tower kill in the mid lane. So things are starting to shape up for Busk No GG here in Game 3, now amassing a 4,500 gold lead. Kraken trying to put the kill onto Geomancer, but not able to find it.
But
so
he
does have his blink now, and 200 gold, 300 gold away from Meraxes' blink. But here comes the Valkyrie's Prism in the bottom lane, but they are walking over. Yeah, this is a dead Chronos, is tanking the Whirlpool and the Kraken damage. Geomancer tries to save him, but ends up falling himself. But here comes the 2-man Compel stun, but a Lava Surge is going to put the cancel onto Rally's combo, and they find 2 kills of their own.
Literally the same kills. But I mean, that favors Hellborn, right? Because they're behind.
Oh,
Legion
absolutely.
is ahead. Legion is ahead. They don't want to trade. Hellborn is behind. They can take trades.
Yeah, finding a kill on that level 12 Oogie, very key. Who has, you know, he's super beefy at this point. I'm kind of curious what he's going to make now that he has the full core setup between the boots, mana boots, and the Gnome's Wisdom. So we'll see exactly what he transitions into. Whether it's a, I don't think it's going to be a Shrunken Head. Honestly, I'm kind of expecting an Icon, but could see something like, who knows, Frostfield Plate or
Sackstone.
Whatever. Sackstone, yeah. I think you're right. I think you probably will look to finish his Sackstone before anything else. But we have a finished Thunderclaw on Kronos as well, so you know, Kronos I would say that Kronos has been having a better game than Oogie. After all is said and done, I mean, Oogie just able to naturally farm up levels if he has a reasonable start. But Kronos, you know, I think he's the one that's kind of finding more plays and just keeping his team in the game.
I think Kronos had a better landing phase than Oogie, and then now Oogie is having a better time at this point because of just how he farms, right?
Yeah, Kronos was deciding to play more aggressively too, though. I mean, he put some ganks out onto Oogie. You know, the 1-4 Oogie score versus the 2-2-5 Kronos really kind of shows that. And I think Kronos, in the end, if this game, you know, it's looking very, you know, somewhat one-sided here, as they have a 7k gold lead for Busk No GG, but I think that in the end, Kronos might outshine Oogie if it's able to get to that.
Too. If he gets the chance to do that, then it's most certainly a plausible outcome.
Yeah, I want to talk about, you know, I like Rally as a natural counter to Kronos. I mean, they picked Kronos into Rally, so it's actually, they have great tools to be able to deal with a Kronos ulti. Here comes the Meraxes Blink, is going to catch Rally. Crystal Field and Geomancer stun is going to connect. Rally is going to fall. Meraxes takes the stun, but here's the Primal Surge. Oogie getting activated. It's a disastrous team fight. It's 2 for 2 so far, and Oogie is putting the terror into Geomancer as he's chasing him very aggressively. Valkyrie misses the arrow. It's 2 versus 2 here. Chipper's trying to make his way out. Valkyrie able to walk away from Magnus, who it looks like he canceled the eruption.
It's a bit
Maybe
too
it
quick.
got canceled.
No, I think it was just a tad too quick.
So after
Maybe
all
he
is
meant
said
to
and
shift
done,
click.
right? So 2 and 4, 2 for 4 rather.
Yeah.
And Oogie with the Warhammer in his inventory after the Saxstone is opting to go for Shrunken Head. So not a bad decision considering how much, how many stuns are avoidable through.
The fact that, yeah, sorry.
Well, it's through Shrunken Head, right? The only true counter that he will have on the other team is the Chronos ulti, preventing him from spamming Tarquakes. So
there was a single spell that saved that whole fight for the Legion. That was the Valkyrie arrow, because it hit the Chronos as he was about to ulti.
I missed that, but thank you for that recap. Oh, a huge kill onto Geomancer, but now Rally might fall himself, making it a 1-for-1. Oh, Rally is able to walk away on no HP, gets finished off by Hag. The arrow is going to find its way onto Magnus. 3 quick kills for Busno GG, just extending their lead. And now Wretched Hag has to be careful as Kraken has his sight on her, finds the Tsunami Charge into the Kraken ulti, and she is going to fall after that Javelin. Just the full lockdown. Kill after kill, it's a genocide.
Yeah, even...
Not even sure what happened.
Meraxes died bottom to the Oogie.
Goodness.
Yeah, I didn't see it, I just caught the announcement.
It looks like Busno GG has this one all but wrapped up now.
Yeah. I mean, Hellborn has tools though. This is a little bit different, and they have good high ground defense.
Right.
But Hellborn most certainly have tools to be able to win this. It's not like they're sitting there with nothing to go on. They have plenty to go on. They just need to be able to execute it properly, right?
Right. And I mean, Oogie, as strong of a carry as he is, he's definitely not the best hero to break buildings with.
No, he's not really a pusher. I mean, the Valkyrie is a little bit of a tower hitter, I guess. But the rest are pretty useless for tower hitting.
So I mean,
that's so easy.
It seems like it's still going to be Legion's game to lose at this point, in my opinion. Obviously, the stats show that, but you know, even if they find difficulty in going high ground, it seems like they're almost guaranteed to have the map control at this point, as they have taken 4 of the 6 outer towers and haven't lost a single one themselves.
That's right. So. I didn't even notice that they haven't lost any. That's pretty huge. That's a lot of gold lost for your Submerged as well, and you can see that on the Magnus. He has 700 gold. He doesn't have a blink for a guy.
Right. And all of the core items are out on the Legion side. You know, they've got the blink on Rally now, the tablet on Chipper, fantastic item.
Sackstone.
Yeah, tablet Sackstone. And I mean, just think about how difficult it is to find the ideal Chronos ulti now, that you have to go against a tablet Chipper on top of the Rally Compel. You know, the only person that it would probably guaranteed lockdown at this point is Oogie through a Shrunken Head, but you're not going to be able to kill him inside of the ulti with his Shrunken Head up. So it just seems, you know, Meraxes is going to get spotted out by Kraken and Rally. Here comes the Compel stun. It's all coming out. They just find a quick kill onto Meraxes, one of the main initiator for Team Tim. Probably have their sights on this mid tower at this point now. They do get a bottom tower. Geomancer finds it. Elder Parasite was completed on Chronos. Rally misses the Compel stun, but the Tsunami Charge connects onto Hag. She falls very quickly. Magnus the one in trouble now. Rev Wards come out. Lava Surge is on cooldown. It's 3 for nothing now.
Why
Legion
do they stay so far out? I'm sorry to cut you off, but why do they stay so far out? Like, their Meraxes is dead. We can't defend this. Why are they sitting there? It feels like they kind of just threw themselves into the hands of Legion.
A little bit, yeah. I can't really tell you the reason why, but we have buybacks onto Hag. Here comes Meraxes. Meraxes and Chronos are smoked. Meraxes is going to catch Kraken, but the Rally Compel is going to catch Chronos. But Chronos going very, very heavily on Rally. Chronofield is going to halt Rally and Oogie. Rally falls, but Oogie has the token now. Meraxes falls. support comes in from Magnus. Oogie pushing forward with the active Shrunken Head, has the token as well. Kronos finding a kill on Kraken in the back. It's a big one. And now it's kind of 3 heroes kind of out of position here for Busk no GG. Kronos thinking like he wants to go in. He kind of has the mana after that mana battery usage, but deciding not to
like this, because it depends on your gameplay. And to the same way you can make the argument, if you want to get that damage out, you need to not to be stunned. So you need the Shrunken to be able to get the damage out, right? So you can argument it back and forth as much as you want. As Magnus gets the stun though onto this Valkyrie.
But she's able to leap away from the eruption. Oh, but Wretched Hag not able to get the haunt off, and there's just no dust in the inventory. That was a dead Valkyrie if they had the dust, but now Chipper pursuing, and Magnus gonna get gone on by Chipper. Is gonna Lava Surge into the trees here, but it's not gonna be able to help him escape. And now Wretched Hag getting pursued by Oogie, not able to blink away. There's no buybacks on Wretched Hag or Magnus, so actually Magnus probably has one.
Magnus has one for sure, yeah, he does has one.
But that is those are 2 big pickoffs. They're going to be able to take out that final tier 2 tower and put some pressure on the tier 3 here in the bottom lane. Still has the token for 1:20. As the rest of the Legion team does make their way towards the tier 3 tower. Here comes the Meraxa stun onto Oogie, but it's really just a scare tactic. Now Oogie activates the Primal Surge, decides to go full force onto Meraxus. Has the Frostfield plate, like I suggested. Still has the Shrunken Head available to him. Meraxus is going to fall, and one final Tarkquake is going to kill Magnus, who used the buyback to try and come and assist. So now Magnus and Meraxus both out of commission here for at least 30 seconds. And this tier 3 tower looks like it's going to be breaking. And Meraxus actually does have the buyback. Oogie is going to fall, maybe? He does, but he still has the token. So now he's going to respawn fully fresh with the Shrunken Head available to him. Just putting an auto attacks into the melee barracks, dumping Tarkquakes to zone the Geomancer. Gosh, that Frostfield plate, just impossible to approach the Legion team with this Oogie as the frontline carry. Here comes the rain of rockets connecting onto several heroes, showing their position. Meraxus finds the stun onto Kraken. They're trying to make something happen. The Lava Surge is going to connect onto Kraken following the Bat Blast, and they are going to find 2 important kills. 1 important kill on the Kraken, but Oogie is just in the front lines with the activated Shrunken Head. Raining terror, Magnus with the 2-man Lava Surge. Kronos with the Chrono Field now, trying to put in some damage into Oogie, but where's the damage source? He's just too damn tanky with that Frostfield plate, able to turn it. Gets pushed out of the base by the Compel. It's a hat trick for Chipper, and the barracks does fall now. So Hellborn trying to make it happen, just unfortunately not able to. So many buybacks used to try and defend their first set of Raxes that fall, but in the end, to no avail. And now, Busk no GG almost certainly going to take game 3 with this 30k gold lead.
That's gonna be a struggle for Hellborn at least. They don't seem to be able to get their spells off. Like, it sounds weird, but it's just because of their composition. They are in the position where they can make pretty big combos, right? The Kronos with the Magnus, with the Geo, with the Hag. Like, on paper it looks so good, but they just seem to not be able to just get that off.
It's just, you have to hand it to the Legion team for playing it right and the position that they're in, right? Because they know how formidable Oogie is, right? I mean, just playing it perfectly, letting him absorb all of the damage, making it so hard for the Hellborn side to go on the back line, which is what they need to do, right? You have to avoid this Oogie. There's no way that you can kill him, especially through a token with the Shrunken Head up. So you have to find some kills on some of the important supporting casts, but just not allowing them to. You know, Chipper pumping in rockets into the back line with a 3k range. Oogie just there behind the tier 3 tower, let the creeps do the work, spamming Tarkquakes as he is right now. But has to be a little bit more careful this time as he doesn't have the token. But I mean, if you look at him, he's got the Frostfield plate. Here comes the full initiation onto Wretched Hag. The Whirlpool is going to catch Geomancer as well. Crystal Field not going to do too much, and Magnus now has to be careful as Oogie is now diving towards the fountain. Meraxus finds the stun on the rally, but Magnus falls as well. Now Meraxus getting base dove under the tier 4s. 4 for nothing. Kronos wasn't even there, and the concede vote comes out nice and quick, and Busk no GG advances to the winner's bracket, or the winner's bracket finals.